we invite you to engage in the chat, but if you don't want to see those messages, you can turn it off in your Zoom settings. If you need any help with navigating the settings for disabling chat pop-ups or accessing captions, please reach out directly to me in the chat. And now with the announcement out of the way, I'd like to begin recording the session and turn the time over to Kelly.
Awesome. All right. Good morning, everybody. I brought you guys some extra sparkle because we're going to be working on things for your upcoming holidays. How's everybody doing today? I wish I could have some cool music playing, but it's always a problem when we're going live. But I wanted to welcome everyone. Hi. Let's see. Oh, there's Jerry. Good to see you guys. Awesome. I see Susie in here. Awesome. Hi, Vicky. Good to see you. Oh, thank you very much. I got this jacket. I believe it was at a shop in New Orleans last year sometime, and I got two of them. I got a Mardi Gras color and then just all the gold. And I don't wear it enough. So I was like, how about perfect for today? How about it's perfect? Awesome. So we're going to work on some basic gluing for your kind of festivity type items. I got a few items from the Michaels store. And I'll show you guys, it's going to be in some other things too. And of course you saw in the photo, there's some signage and it says bubble bar. I'm backwards here. So all I did was kind of sprinkle the larger stones with a couple of the smaller stones. And I am using clear and clear AB on this guy. Super cute with that pink background. And the one I'll do with you today is going to be champagne bars. So I had to bring all the gold. Isn't it beautiful? So we'll work on that. We're also going to create a couple of these glasses. I got one in the clear AB with the silver and then the beautiful gold, the metallic gold on the gold lettering. So those are perfect for your cheers, for your parties coming up. And the lettering is already on the glasses. And these are right there in your local Michaels stores. We've got silver and gold. So perfect for any color combination. That's going to kind of highlight. And the other thing that I got was a couple of these, it says glass container. And of course I had to get the pink ones, right? Because I mean, it just, had to. But the other thing that I got was a gold, kind of a silvery kind of gold. And then I put the fairy lights on the inside. So had it not been in front of all these lights here, this would be so glowy and so pretty and sparkly. So check out their little candle votive holders as well. Super cute. I love this one. All right, so I'm going to switch my camera to be where my hands are. What's up, Chrissy? Good to see you. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Lisa. Good to see you. Yes, I hope they'll restock. Yeah, for sure. Or try to order online. It's possible they could maybe ship to you as well. All right, let me switch my camera and let's go there. All right, focus. There we go. Ah, it's awesome. So I have tons of stones to show you guys today. And it's just three colors. We're going to have the metallic gold over here in a couple of sizes. And it's a beautiful, beautiful, deep metallic gold. And then we've got the clear AB. And I kind of brought all the sizes out. It goes from as large as 30s. I thought I had some 34s. Maybe that's in clear. Then SS30. Oh, that's 30s as well. And then we have SS20. And the cool thing about on these packages is that you can kind of flip them over and they have a super quick little chart to tell you how many you need kind of per square inch if you're ever trying to cover tons and tons of things. And then I've got I've got 2 packs of 20s here. Then we've got the SS16, which is like a 4mm, and then SS12. So lots of sizes can help you kind of get that variation in your designs, give a little depth to things. And so in the clear, I've got the same sizes. I've got the 30, the 20, 16, 12, and I got 212. Awesome. So this gives you a great variation for so many different projects. So we're going to start on this guy and just do a little sprinkling of a couple of the sizes. But I also wanted to show you guys Sometimes you get, you can have an item that, oh, it's got a blemish. Oh, it's got a little ding on it. Oh, it's got a scratch. See how this corner here has kind of a blemish? Um, I don't mind when I get items like that because number one, you can sometimes get a little discount, but number two, you can cover that with your stones and it's totally fine. I have saved so many customers a lot of time and headache because they've got something that got scratched or who knows what. And I'm like, I'm going to cover it with stones anyway. It doesn't matter how that might be a little blemish. So, don't get too upset when things get a little blemish like that because we're going to cover right up. We're going to cover that right up. You could even take a gold paint pen and kind of patch that up. And it would be awesome if I had one here and I do not. So we're going to use just the gold stones to go right over that. But give me just a moment let's load our glue. Let's glue into it, shall we? So if you haven't used a gluing syringe, they're very helpful. They give you a lot of detail and a lot of glue control. And what I like to do is open up my plunger. So you have the plunger and the barrel, and then you have the little blunt gluing syringe tip. So I'll put that aside. Today we're using Aleene's The Ultimate. It's a pretty awesome clear glue. It dries fairly fast. It's very forgiving though. You can kind of still move things around. And then I like to hold the lid in my fingers or the lid and the barrel in my fingers as I'm filling this because sometimes the glues want to burp. So you don't need a ton of glue when you're working on these projects. This will probably do 2 signs and 4 champagne glasses. Like it does not take a lot of glue. Excuse me. So we'll put that aside. And then I also like to keep my syringe kind of sideways. I don't want to fill it up and down because that glue can run and close off this tip. And then as you put your plunger in, a lot of your glue is going to just kind of come out that end. So you want to leave it kind of sideways. And that way you can just squish this plunger in and go all the way to the top. And then I'm going to put this syringe tip back on. Easy as that. Easy as that. And then I have a napkin. I always have a nice napkin near so that if I have any gluing kind of accidents or if I want to kind of check my glue as I work, I keep this napkin near me and that way I can easily kind of make sure it's not too much glue coming out or should I switch the syringe tip? Stuff like that. And I do like to hold my syringe kind of in my fist and I keep my index finger over the plunger along with my thumb, and that gives me a lot more control. So it's up to you. You can hold it however you need. Sometimes our hands are a little weak or overworked, so you can hold it like a nurse, but then you don't have any control here. So try a few different ways to see how you like it best for you. But it's always good to have that little napkin near. Let me grab a sip of water. I like how my jacket is sparkling in the sign. It's extra sparkle. Like we need more sparkle, right? Awesome. All right. Let's see. No questions as we go. Okay, here we go. So let's start with, I'm gonna get my stones out. Let's kind of start with that gold. Let's open up a couple of these big guys here. Ouch. Let's see. We don't need very many. And we're going to twinkle them kind of around the sign as we go. Need to dust that off. And 1 dot per stone is totally fine. And when I get around this corner, oh, actually, I'm going to just take this part off. Look at that. Whatever backer paper that was, now it looks even not so, I'm sorry, it looks a little bit better. Looks a little bit better. So let's just kind of outline this corner with these gold stones and make it like a little kind of accent corner piece. And let's see how many stones we can fit into here. And these are the SS20. And I bet I could get a little bit more light on here. Hang on 1 second. I see I'm in a dark spot. Of course, after all the, I just don't want it to flash in your eyes. Let me see if I can do this here for you guys. There we go. Is that a little better? Oh, that's better. That's better. We're not in such of a dark area up here. Okay, good. Awesome. So I've got the glue on this corner, right? And we're going to just cover up this little oopsie. Little oopsie is all we got to do here. And then, now look, see that? Now nobody knows. Nobody knows that there was a little oopsie here. And then you can grab even the 12s. Let's open these up. Where's my scissors? Where's my scissors? Let's get this going here. Everybody has some fun stuff planned for their holiday visits with family and friends, or some quiet time, or maybe a holiday vacation. Maybe so. And I might have also forgotten to tell you guys about this amazing pickup tool that is also available on michaels.com, and it's called the Crystal Katana tool. It's a synthetic end on this side, a synthetic wax end, and that's what your pickup is. And then you can help position with this side. So it's super easy to use. And we are the inventors and makers of this tool here in sunny San Diego. And speaking of sunny San Diego, if you guys might follow us on social medias, we're moving to the beach. So you might hear some background noise of a few things getting moved around. And that's us packing up to go to the beach. And then we're going to even overdose you guys with lots of sun and fun with our projects, more sparkle for everyone at the beach. And now I'm going to make this corner match. Just put a little bit of glue, kind of outlining this corner. And you did probably see the glue is a little stringy as well, and that's okay. I kind of wait till it's all said and done, and then we can kind of clean that up with like a dry brush. It'll pull those right out. So I'm using SS20 and SS12 as some little fillers to kind of give this corner a little twinkling itself. There we go. And that kind of fits perfect. This one wants to get a little, there we go. Just space them out a little bit. That's all you got to do. Space them out. How's that? Everybody sees this pretty good? Not too bad. I mean, the gold is perfect. This metallic gold could not have been more perfect. All right. And then let's put just a few little spots. When I'm doing one dot of glue per stone, I do kind of like to flick my wrist to try to cut that little string of the glue, and then have your napkin near. I'm wiping off my tip every single time, and that keeps your tip nice and clean. And that string is not so bad, a little bit more manageable. Little twinklings, that's all you gotta have to make this sign really pop. Super cute. Yeah, when I saw it, I was like, I have to get this. And then I saw the other one and I was like, oh, I have to get that one too. They make it too easy for us, right, you guys? They make it entirely too easy for us. All right. Look at that. Just a couple of twinkles all the way down. Super cute, right? Very nice, very nice. And so now, before I do those other two corners on the other side, let's do some of the lettering. Let's do some of that lettering. Where is my little tray? I think I've cleaned my desk a little too well. Oh, here it is. Got it. Let's move these over and move on to the clear and the clear AB to sprinkle up these letters. And I'll do a few letters with you, and then we'll move on to the glassware because that's super fun. Let's see. We don't need any more of the gold. I'm going to choose the AB because it's got a lot of gold in it as well. And we love to see the AB on the pink because it can pick up the colors around it. Focus. There we go. So the same stone, where are we? Those are AB, clear AB. next to the clear. Focus, come on. Maybe not. Focus. No, maybe it's the reflection. She's not happy with that. It's focusing on the reflection. So yeah, there's my skylight. But it's cool to put clear with clear AB because you get a little pop of that kind of pink and gold as well. All right. All right. All right. So let's do that one. Is it because that one was opened? That's why my 30s are already opened over here. All right. Hi, Sandra. Good to see you. Hi, Susie P. Hi, Mia. Good to see you guys. And I'll put my stones back here because that's a little bit better for my reach. I always like to help people with their setups to have your stones, you know, where you're going to be working, not reaching over the item, because that can cause a little extra time for everybody. Ouch. Let's see here. Come on, fingers. Come on, fingers. And it doesn't take much to do a little twinkling. It really is a good way to just get a little sparkle on your items without having to do the full pave that sometimes we're known for, uh, because we do love to fully, whoa, that's a lot. That's a lot. All right. So again, we're going to do dots of glue. And I like to start with the bigger stones toward the bottom here. So I'll do bigger ones and then go to the smaller ones at the top. Oh, I need the tiny 12s. I said tiny 12s. I used to only work in SS 3, 5, 7, sometimes 9s, years and years ago. I cannot believe that's what I used to do, but it's true. But now I'm all about those 30s and 34s. I'll even fall in love with some size 50s. So that would be awesome too. All right. So let's put these bigger guys towards the bottom. And my dots of glue, they're going to be a little bit bigger, right? Now, if you want to make them uniform, you sure can, but I kind of like to put things a little bit close together, kind of sporadic, nothing, and it can be on the side here. It can be in a nice big, because you're thinking it's about bubbles, because so bubbles are all different sizes, all different shapes or sizes. They're mostly all round, right? And just kind of different side to side. And there we go. It's not being too stringy. Whoa, that was a big string. Put that on your napkin. There we go. And let's do these big guys, these big SS30s on here. And then let's switch it up to have a smaller one and then back to a big one. And then let's go with a tiny one here, a little 12. So that way you get a more sporadic or a more bubble look. You've got all the sizes kind of all over. Pretty good stuff, right? It's already looking very champagne-y, very champagne-y. And we'll do it again. Maybe I'll put a 20 down here. And I like to alternate them. So you can put, you know, big ones, little ones, big ones, little ones. And that gives you a more random kind of a look. And put more towards the bottom that way, because that's where most of the bubbles are. And they rise to the top. They rise up to the top. Let's just put a tiny one here. How's it looking so far? Everybody excited for their champagne or their bubble bars? Get me some apple cider for our little gathering. Oh, wait, it's just a moving party. And I'll take an iced tea. There's no bubbles in that. There's no bubbles in that. Super cute. It's already looking super cute. Let's do a 20 there. We got a 30. And I'll do a little 20 over here. And we'll alternate them on this A. And then a 16. And then let's not forget this guy. Little SS12s. And there we go. So we already have what's looking pretty good with the larger stones at the bottom and some floaty little small ones at the top. And I see my camera's focusing on the reflection and not the stones, which is always a problem with reflective items. But so far, so good, you guys. And let's see, what's our time? Oh, we're only in 20 minutes. Look at us. We're all crystal ninjas. We're going super fast. Super fast. And you can even do a little cluster. Let's put a big one and a little one right there. Give it a little twist. Let's wipe that tip off there. There we go. I've been enjoying this glue on lots of other projects as well. It's got a good working time. Let's do this big guy, and I'll do a 16. Oops, that's two 16s. It's okay to put them a little close together. You never know what they might be doing in the champagne glass. Let's do that one. And then let's do maybe a size 20 with a little 12. Right there. And another little tiny one there. Super cute. Super cute. All right, who's ready for some glassware? I want to get on those letters. I'm not going to lie. Let's put this one aside. Can I move it to, yeah, I can move it down here. I'm working upside down for you guys today. I always like to practice doing difficult things. Upside down and backwards. That's what I usually do. So, all right. And do I need any more clear AB? Because I'm going to use, since I did the clear AB on the silver already, I'm going to use regular clear for that one. And I'll put it over here. There we go. Let's do this one with regular clear stones. So let's get the AB away. We don't need it for the moment. And I used SS20 on these letters and they fit perfect. I don't know if you guys can see that, but they did fit perfect. So we can continue doing that. And I did I put a smaller one in here? No, it's all 20s. Let's do that. That's the most cost-effective, economical way, is to be able to use all the same size stone. Yeah, these are all 20s. Let's do that. Let's do that. I know. Okay, let's see. Oh, size 20s. Is my other package already opened? Maybe. Scissors. And I know sometimes our items kind of move around on us, so I'm going to make a super quick little holder, because you can use a squeegee. We just had one that was super helpful in our other class last week with our nutcracker project, but I'm going to make a little glass holder really quick with a napkin. Let me fold it in this way. So I'm going to take just a restaurant napkin. Here's a little tip that here's what we do. And there's lots of things out in the world that are 3D printed and stuff like that. So I'm going to roll in this part, and oh, I need some tape. Do I have any tape at this desk? I'm going to be quick with it. Maybe, oh, I have a clip. Look, I've got lots of clips. So I like to tape them, but we're just going to clip it right back here. And then let's roll the other half in just like that. And we're just going to make like a little pillow for this glass to lay in. And there you are. So now my glass is not going to roll around. Look at that. Super inexpensive, quick to do. Anybody has a paper towel, roll it up, tape it. But here we go. And I want my clips on the outside. I don't want them to, there we go. Look at that. All right, here we go. And the same glue. And I'll start from back here. That way I'm not putting my arm in it. That's another helpful tip that we like to give our artists, is that when you're gluing something and you're right-handed or left-handed, try not to glue over where your hand is going to be next, right? So we want to work from left to right if you're left-handed, right to left. We like to work on being efficient rhinestone artists as well. And for this one, I'm going to do the line of glue, just a nice thin line. You can always do dots or lines. Sometimes lines are helpful. And again, you just don't need a lot of glue. You just don't need a lot of glue. These can be hand washed. Just wash them real quick and sit them out to dry. Whoa, this one's a floater. There's a string on my tool. Look how gorgeous this already looks. It's almost like they planned it. These letters are perfectly fit, perfectly sized to fit these SS20 glass rhinestones. Look at that. I mean, that's made in heaven right there. That's perfect. That's perfection. Oh, thank you, Jerry. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Super cute. And of course, I've got my kind of my stage lighting on here. Any other way, it'd be sparkly. So sparkly. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, you know what I bet I could do? What about the fairy lights? Oh, these aren't bright enough. I just love this. I just love this one. I'm gonna have to, maybe I'll get me another set and put that in my house. Maybe so. Let's see. If I was to have, oh, and then I messed that up. Did y'all see me hit that? We're gonna scooch it right back over. And then I'll wipe that with an alcohol wipe later. But I was trying to get a different light on here for y'all. Yeah, it's wow, it's flashing on my desk, but it's not flashing on the screen because I have too many other production lights on. Right. We tried to make it a little more sparkly, as at least as sparkly as my jacket, right? At least that's much sparkly. More sparkly. We can't wait to sparkle from the sand for you guys. Coming up soon. We'll have our new retail store and offices in Pacific Beach, San Diego. Never did I ever dream that we would be over at the beach. And here we go. Here we go. So much fun. Now you could still just sprinkle on these glasses. You don't have to fill in the letters all the way. You could totally just give them a little sprinkle. Maybe on the corners, in the middle, like just 2 or 3 stones per letter. That would be a nice look to do as well. Look at that. That's super easy and so fast, you know? Now, if you had a party of like 20 people, that'd be a lot of work. Then I'd be like, oh, let's just twinkle. Let's just do some little do 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 do, you know. And then definitely give this at least 24 hours to dry. Let me check to see. I'm pretty sure most of the glues that we use are about 24 hours for cure, depending on your environmental conditions. So if you're in a very cold environment, I'd give it 2 days to cure. But typically in like an office or a house, a home setting, 24 hours is pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. There we go. Yeah, I enjoy these quick little projects. And it adds a lot of value to be able just to get the one size, and you can just do so many things with the one size. Now, I am one to get all the sizes because I like to be prepared for everything. So that's always good too. Look at that. It's so easy. 3, 3, 3 for those little tops and bottoms. So easy. There we go. And again, do you see how much glue I'm not using? It's such a small amount. Let's see if it'll focus. Maybe not. Where am I? Ah, there it went. Come on. Very tiny amount of glue. And then check out on my letters I already worked on, maybe. That there's no oozing out. Yeah, it's not going to do it. Maybe if I turn that light off. It's this guy. It's this guy. Ah, there we go. See how there's hardly any glue oozing out? It does not take much glue at all. Looks very nice and clean. I had to do all kind of ninja moves to get that light to focus. All the crystal ninja moves. And also regarding my napkin back here, it's also good when you're working on glassware, stemware, to have a nice soft desk or workspace for it to be on. That's also why we have these neoprene mats. Because a lot of things that we do are high dollar items, and we want to make sure we protect not only the back side, but the whole thing as we're working on it. So it's good to have a nice soft surface to put your glass items on. Good stuff, good stuff. That's right, it is all SS20. Nice and easy. Look at that. I think they must have all worked together because, I mean, it is perfectly spaced. That hardly ever happens. Hardly ever happens. And I am just doing lines of glue. You can do that as well. Dots are great. But for this, lines are just fine. And I'm not having any ooze up in between those stones, and it looks super clean. So if you've got lots of glue oozing up in between your stones, just use less glue. That is the trick. Practice using a lot less glue. Now I even have a space kind of in between. Let's see if I can get it up close to here. Let's move Champagne out. Let's put Champagne on a break time, because I think he's affecting our focus. Maybe. Yeah, look at that. So I have a space here. I'm just going to nudge these stones to kind of center them, evenly space them out. And now it fits perfect. So if you have gaps like that, sometimes just a little bit of nudge can move things and kind of center them a little bit better. Look at that. Look at that. After I finish this, I'm going to put a few on the little candle jars. Or a candle. Makes me want to say a basket because there's a handle. But it's just super cute. Whatever it is, I'll just put the one inside the H there. Yeah, this glue, it's not sliding. It's doing pretty good. It's good to try new things. There we go. Let's see, what else? I don't see any questions from you guys. You guys are all busy gluing. We've got our office hours are going to be closing down for December 19th, but our actual store and website might have to close a little sooner. So we've got to get all this stuff moved over and do the inventory for the year. It's going to be so good to just start fresh. A fresh new place, all fresh inventory numbers. I am so excited for that. Oh, it's upside down for y'all. For me. Look at that. All right, now let's grab the little glass. Let's put you over here. Let's switch you out. Put it right there. Let's work on this guy. Oh, it's so cute. Do I want to just use 20s? Yeah, let's keep using just the 20s because it just shows, you know, you can just get the one size. Now, it looks like it's fluted. It's fluted on the inside, which is really cool. It's a cool effect. You've got flutes on the inside, but it's super smooth on the outside. So you're not going to have any weird ridges to glue over. It would be a little bit more difficult if it was fluted on the outside. Why am I having problems with that word? Fluted? Fluted. Sorry, guys. I like to have fun when I'm mispronouncing things. And so I am going to, again, with just the dots of the glue, just put a few. Now, it is going to be a little difficult to see where you put your dots of glue. So only put a few. Let's say I'm going to do 4. All right. And now when I'm done, make sure we have 4 stones on here. So that's one way you can do it when the glue is difficult to see. Only put so many dots of glue and then make sure you put that many stones. All right, we've got our 4 stones. We had 4 dots. I know that's hard for y'all to see. It's just it's so shiny to begin with. And I've got my fairy lights on inside as well. It's so cute. Just so cute. And then let's grab the pink one. Does it show up a little better? It's just so sparkly. No complaints with all these sparkles. Let's do, oh, maybe I'll grab the clear AB for the pink one. Again, I'm gonna do 4 dots of glue right there. And let's grab the 20s in the clear AB. SS20 or 5mm. Just a few. We don't need very many. Just a few. And again, we've got 4 dots of glue. Let's put 4 stones so we don't forget about our glue dots. And then we've got weird glue dots with no stones. Now, see the AB, from what I'm seeing, it does pop a little bit better on this pink. Super cute. Let's continue. Let's continue with this front part. Let me try to wipe off my syringe. Keep it nice and clean. 1 glue dot. 2 glue dots. Oh, sorry, guys. That shows my age. And I'm okay with that. Right? Who knows what that's from? It's okay if you don't. And if you do, I hope I made you smile. There we go. 4 more. Now let's do some on this side. I'm not going to go all the way around because I will need to let that dry before I turn it. The count, right, Mia? Sesame Street. Yes. And that is the extent of my counting abilities. And how funny, it's now my job, my actual job, after all those years of me fighting with my math teachers and my dad, who was a math teacher. I'm never going to have a job that needs this. And guess what, you guys? My job is all about counting. 100%. It's all counting. How many stones? How many stones will I need? How do I charge for how many stones? Yeah, it's for sure. It happened. So careful what you wish for or don't wish for, because then it becomes your career, right? How cute is that? So cute. Let's switch out the fairy lights. Let's go in here. Put that guy in. And this is a cool fairy light. They come in warm as well, which just means there's like a blue tone to this. They can have the gold tone. Oh, look how sparkly it is when it's not focused. Oh, I love it. I love it. Look how cool that is. That's so nice, right? How do we clean glue off the neoprene? Jerry, you want to do it as fast as possible. You want to scrape it with your fingernail, get your napkin, get that glue off of there. Sometimes it's inevitable for that to happen. But yeah, you want to keep your mat super clean as long as you can. Sometimes you can run it to the sink and, put some alcohol on there, some rubbing alcohol to really scrub that glue off. But sometimes it just happens. And mine have glue on them. Like, it's okay. These ones we keep super clean for filming, but I have not messed this one up. Knock on, there's no real wood here except my noggin, so not too bad. All right, so we are at 12:40. I can do, what do I have left? Oh, do I want to put the gold stones on here? I do. Did I do gold? Oh, I did. I want to put the AB on the gold. That's what we'll do next. That's what we'll do next. And let's see. I am going to twinkle just the 12s of the AB. Oh, here it is. I'm like, where did I put it? Let's just do a twinkling, a sprinkling, if you will, of this AB on here. I like it. I like it. And that way you guys can see the difference of, the tiny stones or the big ones. Let me wipe off my syringe tip, get it nice and clean. And let's just put a few in the letters. There we go. If it starts getting too stringy, then clean off your syringe tip because it does get this little buildup. There we go. And I'll wipe this off. And let's just see how this looks with just a couple of these SS12s. Again, I put 4 dots because it's going to be hard to see your glue because it's clear. 4 dots of glue and then 4 stones. And then we'll do the same. Maybe we'll do 5. We'll do 1 down here, 1 up here, 3. Sorry. And then the 5th one. Okay. Oops. Hey, look, that guy. He really wanted to come help us out. And we make sure we put the same amount of stones on our glue dots, or else we'll have that weird glue dot with no stones. That's no fun. That's no fun at all. I'll do the middle of this one, middle of that one. We'll just do 3 on this letter. Look at that. I've got a whole set for us to have a little party. And then I'll do the middles of this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th. Yes, I love it. I love it. Fabulous. Fabulous. Look at that. So you don't even have to do the whole lettering. Just do a little twinkling. Look at that. And that AB looks beautiful on the gold. And see how funny the AB looks more gold. And on here, it looks more pink and silver. Isn't that crazy? So you can really kind of change the tone of your items by using an AB stone because it will kind of pick up what's near it, what's around it. That's pretty awesome. I love when that happens. I love it. I love it. How's everybody doing on their project? Are y'all gluing alongside with me? All right, let's do the bottom corner, the middle, and then the top corner, and we'll do the middle of this one. So 5 more. Just like that. I apologize. You guys might hear my tummy growling because it is lunchtime for me. She's like, hello. All right, let's move this one. Let's do 5 on the C. This is very relaxing. I think that's why a lot of people like to rhinestone, because it's that nice, relaxing calmness and also that hit of dopamine because it says so sparkly and beautiful. Look at that. Hey, where's our overhead light? Where's our light at? Beep. Nope. What happened? Oh, my battery. You have to turn the battery on. It likes to go to sleep. There she is. It's that one. A little better. A little better. That's a great question, Lorena. They can be reused. So at the end of a project, when you're trying to reuse your syringes, you want to dispose of that extra glue. And I'll go ahead and do that for you right now because we are finished. I'm going to take my tip off, squeeze out all the glue you didn't use. That's why I like to not fill it up all the way. You don't want to waste glue. I like to pull back on it, pull some air inside, and then put the tip back on. And you're going to push all that air through and get that to burp. There we go. So that gets the glue out of the tip. You can reuse the syringes, but sometimes you can't get the glue out of the tip. So doing this process just a few times can help unclog the glue from inside here. And just keep doing it a few times and keep wiping that. If you've got a straight pin at home, a safety pin that can fit, sometimes you can kind of get that in there. But whoops, just keep doing that a few times and make sure the air passes through it. And that should keep the syringe tip open. But then again, the glue, it wants to close it back up. But at least for your syringe, you can see that it's completely hollow through there. There's no glue hiding or closing that up. See how it's completely clear? And you can totally reuse these. I keep them separated. I would not store this together and then try to reuse that because this possibly could bond because now you're introducing air in the tip. And so you don't want to keep these completely separate. You can even wipe that off if you want to. And you can reuse this part. If you've got a safety pin or something, you could try to reuse that tip. But I hope that was helpful. Because sometimes we need to reuse these tips, man, or these syringes, because sometimes you're down to your last one. You never know. All right. I think we're about on time. Looking good. This was fun. I can't believe I got so much done with you guys. Very good. Very good. Let's go over. Let's see. We've got the champagne bar. I guess I get to finish that this weekend in between my move breaks because I am so excited to finish this one. I do love the bubble bar. We got this one. We got that one. We have all of our beautiful stones. This guy, super cute. Super cute. With just those couple of 20s on here. And then the one where I put the fairy lights on the inside. Look at that. With those AB stones on there. So pretty. So pretty, right? Thank you, Mia. And then, of course, the fully blinged cheers in all three of those colors right there. Look at that. That's a party just by itself. Look at that. Oh, thank you, Lisa. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hopefully one day you can visit us. Come see the Crystal Ninjas at Crystal Pier. That's a pretty famous little pier hotel bungalows right on the pier. And then this one, that's just a partial. So don't be scared to sprinkle your stones. You don't have to ever, fully pave things. Even just a little twinkling is perfect. Right? Oh, good, Lisa. Awesome. It's good to see you. Good to see you. Very good. All right, you guys. Carmi, any other questions? Anything else? Yes, happy holidays, and we will see you guys soon. Cheers. Cheers. Oh, we could even put this in here. I'm gonna keep playing, you guys. I'm gonna just keep playing. I'm gonna put this in here. I need some outro music. Do 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 do. Look at that. That's super cute. Super cute. Awesome sauce. Let me switch this up here. Boop. Super cute, right? All the things. Oh, now my lights want to come back on. Look at that. It matches the jacket. It matches my jacket. I love it. It was fantastic. Thank you, Michaels, for having me on. Thank you, Carmi. Awesome. Very good.